I want to go over Apple because it's about to hit a 52-week high. We ended the day at $256.87, up 1.81%. First, your price targets for Friday. Now, this is where we are. To the north side takes us to one level of resistance and a potential take profit area at 257.32. Above that, 258.80. And 260, which is this area, 260.10 is the 52-week high, and that is right about there. And this line is a line that I marked back in 2024. So we're finally retracing to those levels. Now to the south side, the middle of the trend takes us to 252.87. I will change that color. And that is also support. So if we hit this line, I will anticipate a bounce off of that. If we don't get that bounce, we could grind along this line until we reverse course. Because right now, as you can see, we are in a downward channel on the 5. Now, -2 standard deviations, which is another level of support as well, and as well as a potential stop loss area, 249.94, 248.48, and roughly 247.01. Now looking left, you can see when we were down here, which is all support, this is resistance. We busted through, fell right back down, and then tested again, and then hit resistance, and then fell down, grinding along the middle of the trend. This is a sell signal, another sell signal. So we have hit a critical area of resistance, and you can see that here. We've got a little bit more room to go, and then possibly a rollover. And this gap that I marked out is still in play, taking us down to 245.64 for a pullback, as well as this area. Apple is my largest individual holding. I have never sold it, but I really would like to. Although I don't want to pay taxes this year. Part of me wants to kick it over into next year, but I don't know what's going to happen next year. But that's something I got to figure out here. But I've waited before, and then, price cracked, and then you have to wait for it to get back to this area again. Now this gap closed already on September 10th, taking us down to 230.89. We went down even more. Again, the yellow lines are from 2024, and this gap closed 229.90. Maybe one day I will trade options and maybe do a couple of contracts, 3-4 contracts. That'd be fun to try. But right now, all I do is shares. Okay, let's take a look at this level all the way down to 203.01. Are we going to get there? I don't know. But they did do, Apple did a buyback. I think it was 100 million or something like that. So you're wondering, recently this stock has been running. We've been stuck in the 150s, 180s, and then all of a sudden, boom, we made it into the solid 2.25, 250. And you're like, what the heck happened? Well, that's part of the reason why. And now apparently with the iPhone 17 sales in China are doing well. I really want them to work on the iMovie. Nothing has been done with the iMovie, and it needs to be updated like you wouldn't believe. I really think Tim Cook should retire. We need a new CEO. All right. He's done great things for the company, but it's time for him to step aside. He's behind in the 8 ball with AI. He got rid of the car, which I was looking forward to, wanted to buy. I mean, it's time to go. All right. What else? Oh, let me flip this over to the daily and show you very quickly where are we headed. Option R. Let's move this. This was previously in my gap and go trades. And every gap that I marked out at the certain point when I started it has also finished the gap. And now there are different gaps. See, I have not looked at this in so long. Look at this gap closed. We knew it was going to hit that. That's an anticipated move to 254.97 or 99. It's close enough. Oops, let's get rid of that. And here was a move that touched right there. That took us to roughly 246.28. This one closed at 239.04 and touched on September 4th. Yeah, I have not cleaned this up in ages. Right, and there. 223.74. And then we have many landmines, many pullback areas. So if you think, oh, you missed out on Aapl, you have not. Be patient. I think that closed. All right. RSI, frothy, running up some more, and then it's going to roll over, and that will be your opportunity to get in for a pullback. And one other thing, what was the thing I wanted to look at? Oh, so here we are. The next level up is 262.66. Look at the downward channel we are in, and the middle of the trend takes us to this gap at roughly 216.60. Looking at that makes me want to take some off of the table. All right, what else? Oh, I want to show you a trade I took or am in. I took it on Thursday to get in, and I do want to get out. But while I'm here on Soxl, we're at 33. Oh, I never marked it. So let me go to the 5-minute first. I set a sell limit at $35. So I'm hoping we hit on Friday, but we'll see. I was going to close out at $33.95, but I let it ride. And of course, what happens? Boom. Just like here, we got close enough to this area, and then we fell back down, lining up with this, and then running back up, and then going down. So we could bounce off of here and here. So what I'm going to do is delete that to get it out of the way. But let me give you some price targets, and then I am done. Where are we? 33.85. So your targets for Friday. And this when I bought in at 31.79, in my mind, this is definitely a swing trade. Well, I was going to get in, get up, and get out, but I didn't because I'm so bad at selling. I buy, and I never sell. It's terrible. Well, I don't take as many sell orders as I do buy orders. Okay, 34.32, 34.83, and roughly 35.31 to the south side. 33.33, and this is an old one, and I marked that out for myself on Friday, September 19th. So we're just grinding along the same area. Okay, we can't break free and into the 40s yet, but we're getting close. All right, and south of that, 32.37, 31.87, and I bought in here, and then here's another buying opportunity, 31.37. Okay, and that is it for Soxl. Oh, I wanted to tell you for Aapl, the 52-week, the price target is now 310. The current is 256. Well, that's where we are, 57, and then to the south side, 246.92 and 180. The last time I bought in was at 150 in that range. and we grinded in that range for forever. We could not break free. So it would be very sad to see this get back down to the 180, 150 range. Fingers crossed it does not. All right. Oh, let me check Palantir just while I'm here. PLTR, and really, I got to stop. And then I have to do a bunch of videos for Trader Marat's picks. Okay, 179.12. Okay, here are your targets. $180.16, very close to this line. Let's just erase it. But when was the last time I put that out? That was on August 7th. So we went up, down, and then flushed down some more, closed out this gap here to the upside at 173.97. This gap closed out as well at 181.07, so congrats. 190 is the 52-week high. All right, the middle of the trend. Oh yeah, I wanted to delete this line, so let's get rid of that. 183.61, 185.30, and this is a level we've been to before at 187.01. To the south side, support 176.74, 175.05, and 173.36. Watch out for this landmine to the south side. Not in the channel, not in the zone, not even close. Something to be aware of. This gap closed to the downside. 162.47 I marked, and then 50, but close enough. All right, that does it for me. That is a look at Palantir, Aapl, and Soxl. Have a great trading day.